There are few places on earth with more history than Cairo, Egypt. And yet GAW still found a way to make more. Joshua Moore came up short in his bid for revenge. Nathan Rotunda and Gotti Crime Family made a statement.
My God, did Gotti starch Kobayashi?
And 2 belts stayed home.
Park dead to rights. No! Park was able to flip over. Park, he's got him. Park with the cover. Yunsan Park has stolen it. Santanico, Crimson Coronation.
But all eyes were on the main event. Lancelot returned.
It's Lancelot from behind. It's Lancelot from behind. The ref didn't see it. Heisman kick.
And now the story changes.
Derrick Cole is the new Apex champion.
Lancelot and Gibson, horns locked once again after over a year of battles and blood. But Derrick Cole walked away with the Apex title, a new champion of the fastest growing promotion in the world. So what happens now? Can Santanico ever be defeated? Will Gotti Crime Family continue their path of dominance? And who will Derrick Cole turn to now as the new champion? Cairo was the site of history, but evolution never stops. This isn't exactly how I wanted to start off our return from Cairo, but you gotta play with the hand you're dealt. Welcome to Evolution, folks. If you were with us for Evolution Cairo, and many of you were, thank you all so much for making that show such a success. You will know that the Titans fought for the tag team championships against Hernandez and Park, and Dagonite got a little bit too overzealous in that match and allowed Park to roll him up and get the win. So hopefully, at least for these two, the relationship between them is not strained. Lighter, one of the great tag team wrestlers in the history of this company, so he will not appreciate the inexperience moment there for Dagonite. But that doesn't mean that they're any less dangerous. Just like these men are dangerous. Aussies don't kneel. Shane Thorne on the left, Flyboy on the right. These two, along with Shane Thorne's TMDK partner Nick Miller, are responsible for a lot of changes in Evolution. In fact, Shane Thorne is responsible for Flyboy being an Academy champion at one point. So you can see Thorne and Flyboy forming this unholy alliance between Storm and Evolution, and fighting here as a team for the first time in Season 3. Shane Thorne's got a bit of war paint on as well, so new look for Shane Thorne. No Nick Miller, he was injured in the middle of last season, so still recovering from a torn ACL that he sustained. So that leaves Shane Thorne here to team with Flyboy, and here comes Lighter. Early tag from Dagonite to bring in Lighter, as I say, probably the greatest tag team wrestler in the history of this company. Oh man! Lighter just leveling Shane Thorne. Lighter formed the Titans in the GAW Academy at first with Will Hobbs. Lighter going for a cover on Thorne, and Thorne able to kick out. Those two were Academy champions several times before it was recognized. And of course, Lighter came here, teamed up with the 20-year-old Dagonite to win the tag team titles and become the first recognized champions. Elbow drop from Lighter, and Dagonite just headbutting the life out of Flyboy on the apron. Now Lighter tag in, here comes Dagonite. And Dagonite immediately going to go for some ground and pound on Thorn as Flyboy still out of the ring. Dagonite just unloading these rights on Shane Thorn. Dagonite looking good here. He's going to go for it again. More just unprotected shots to Thorn. Dagonite not letting up. And Dagonite, he's going for it again. Dagonite just unleashing on Shane Thorn. The referee's counting. He's going to disqualify Dagonite if he doesn't stop this. And finally, Lighter able to get a tag in. Shane Thorn just beaten. Shane Thorn is gone right now. Lighter makes the cover, but he's clearly pissed at what's going on here. The Titans grab the win, but the bigger story here, Dagonite clearly getting his team disqualified on that. Lighter could not be happy with Dagonite again showing some inexperience. This is now 3 matches in a row that Dagonite has seemed more keen on hurting his opponent than he is on winning matches. And this, by the way, after we saw Igris conversing with Dagonite a few weeks ago, this is kind of what Igris was asking for. And Lighter, I'm not sure he loves the direction that his young protege is heading in right now.
Lancelot! I know you're here. I know you're fucking here.
Well, okay, I didn't know that Lancelot could get much scarier, but apparently he can. Garrett Gibson, look, I don't care how scary Lancelot is. I'm not sure I'd want to run across Garrett Gibson right now. That does not seem like a guy you want to mess with, and I don't care what you do to him. I have a feeling Gibson is going to be back, unless Lancelot does something really severe, and I certainly hope he does not do that. That's kind of scary. Speaking of scary, Sophia Sweetness's demeanor is, I don't know if I want to say scary, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird. No disrespect to Sophia Sweetness, because she did make a challenge to current champion Lazzara. And we will hear from Lazzara after this match. But Sophia Sweetness can go a long way to making that challenge happen if she grabs a victory here. Again, not exactly the challenge that maybe you'd want to see, but Lazzara's a fighting champion. You got to at least give her that. Sophia Sweetness, I don't know if she'd be the same. She was tutored by Lazzara at one point in her career, then turned on her mentor. They had a series of matches, and Lazzara was able to defeat her at every turn. I don't know why Sophia Sweetness might think that this time will be different, as Sweetness unloading on Kristin Sakamoto. Apparently she was watching last match. Sweetness from the middle rope with a big splash. Now look, I don't mean to rag on Sophia. okay, I got to be fair to her. She is a fantastic athlete. She deserves a lot of credit for what she's done, and she has a lot of upside in GAW. She makes the cover on Kristin. I just don't think she's champion quality just yet, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. But that's why they play the game, so to speak. So we'll see what Lazzara has to say. By the way, folks, in our main event, this is breaking right now, Nathan Rotunda in singles action for the first time in GAW. He will battle Chandler Marcy. What a match that is going to be. Two powerhouses going at it. And if you were with us for Evolution Cairo, then you know that Nathan Rotunda is an absolute unstoppable force. So Chandler Marcy will have his back against the wall, going up against Rotunda and the Gotti Crime Family coming up tonight. Sophia Sweetness off the German, nearly got it done. We'll also see Xavier Cross coming up next. Sweetness whips Kristin into the corner. Now Sophia Sweetness lighting her up with some big kicks straight to the torso. That's part and parcel of what we've seen from Sweetness since she came into GAW. Sweetness put up a 5-8 record last season. It's deceptive. I mean, you wouldn't know that her record was so good. But Sweetness is a tremendous talent, so don't disrespect her for that. Sweetness off the middle rope. What a missile drop kick. Finds its mark on Kristin Sakamoto. Sweetness going for the cover. Sophia Sweetness. I haven't seen that missile drop kick before from her. That was nasty. Sophia Sweetness. That is a big win. And Sweetness adding insult to injury, kicking the dirt on Kristin Sakamoto. Sweetness made the challenge to Lazzara. So far, she's backed it up. Let's go now backstage and hear from the champ herself. I want to congratulate Yamamoto first and foremost for what she did at Cairo. She is a deserving challenger no matter who is champion. Which brings me to Sophia. Sophia, I tried to help you last season, but you were just too good for me. Well, only one of us here has been champion, and only one of us will be after next week. I hope you're prepared after tonight. It won't be pretty when I see you again. TMD, the Marco Diaz. This is the first time we've seen him so far in season 3, part of the Las Vegas connection with Derrick Cole. And Cole, now the Apex champion. So things are pretty good for the Las Vegas connection right now, but we haven't seen them interacting a lot with each other the way we saw in Season 2, so maybe a strategic change for LVC. Marco Diaz doing a little Scott Hall tribute. The late Scott Hall, Razor Ramon Diaz, grew up idolizing him, as so many did. And you can hear this tune, by the way, or all the music from across GAW over on our Spotify playlist. Link is down in the description.
All talking, no team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get outside.
You can hear Xavier Cross is going to get some fan support because of the battles he went through with Igris. He was most recently in a no DQ match with Igris that he came out on the wrong side of. It was a brutal one. Steel chairs and Singapore canes used to horrid effect in that match, but Xavier Cross came up short on that occasion, so this is a great opportunity for him to bounce back against LVC's Marco Diaz. This would be a huge step forward. Here we go, Diaz. Big size advantage, but Xavier Cross, a tremendous brawler. He's gonna try to make extensive use of that. Dirty boxing I expect we're gonna see. And of course, Xavier Cross, the dangerous Cronwald Hawk Slayer in his arsenal of all things. But Cross, he's gonna go up top. Xavier Cross, huge double foot stomp on Marco Diaz, makes the cover. Cross, no. We've already seen two very quick matches here. I wonder if that's going to continue as Xavier Cross springboard moonsault. He is a tremendous athlete as well, but here is more of Cross's MO. More striking, brawling, former professional hockey player. This is what he specializes in. And yet, during his training in Second City Wrestling, Cross became a very talented submission wrestler. He found quickly and almost unexpectedly that he has a real talent for that. So that has been a big focus of his as Cross gets Diaz under the shoulders. Effortless strength from Xavier Cross. But Marco Diaz drops him with a huge strike, and now Diaz gonna follow up with a huge right hand. Diaz has explosive power in his strikes. That's why he is such a credit to the Las Vegas connection, but Cross gonna come right back looking for a DDT. Marco Diaz able to free himself from that hold. One quick body shot. You go for the liver, that's gonna hurt a lot. Cross able to sidestep Diaz, running straight past him, but Diaz gonna continue the attack with the Uranagi. Again, it is very interesting that we haven't seen LVC together as much as we saw last season. Definitely a change in strategy for them. Marco Diaz, oh, what a neck breaker. Disconnect from Marco Diaz, hooks the leg. Diaz, no. Diaz, naked truth, just right back to it. I didn't think he'd go there. Diaz pushing down on the chest. Cross again. Kicks out. I didn't think he'd go straight there, but Diaz taking a page out of Derrick Cole's playbook. Little dancing on Xavier Cross, who now needs to come from behind once again, much like he did against, much like he had to do against Igris. That shot really stunned Diaz. Cross, oh! Springboard forearm, Xavier Cross loaded it up. Cross hooks the leg. Xavier Cross, no. Cross unleashed that one from way downtown. And now Xavier Cross, again, we're seeing a lot of brawling, a lot of striking from Cross. In Season 2, he used some of the most strikes of any wrestler in Evolution, and you're seeing why. They're so hard to defend against, and he has so much power. You see very short movements with his arms, but he packs so much punch into that. And now Cross, boot to the gut. Cross with a face breaker. We haven't seen him go for the Hawk Slayer yet. We'll see if he decides to go in that direction or if he even needs to, as Cross rolling back with Diaz. Cross, bow and arrow. Xavier Cross stretching him back, and now Cross, look at this, grabs the whole Dragon Sleeper. Xavier Cross, it's a modified Cronwald Hawk Slayer from Cross, and Diaz is done. Diaz is done. Xavier Cross uses the Cronwald Hawk Slayer, a modified version. Normally he's standing when he gets you in that Dragon Sleeper position. This time it was out of the bow and arrow stretch. Beautifully done from Xavier Cross, basking in his first win of Season 3. One of the most promising talents from last season.
a second. Derrick Cole and Xavier has got to get out of the ring. Derrick Cole, the new Apex champion, coming. Oh, yo. Xavier, just get out the ring, man. I'm not here for you. Marco, get to the back, brother. We'll talk later. I got to address something. It feels good to be the champ. I want to make one thing clear right now. I did not ask Lancelot to be there in Cairo. I didn't ask him to interfere, and I damn sure didn't ask him to help. I'm primetime Derrick Cole. I don't need no fucking help. But to Garrett Gibson, you made that bet, my brother. I ain't gonna feel bad for you. When you make a mistake, you gotta clean it up, and you never did. You never went back to deal with Lancelot. You just allowed him the space to do something like that, and that's on you. So I wanna take y'all back to the beginning of prime time. I spent so much of my time in the underground. I'm gonna tell you right now, you have never seen dudes dirtier, fiercer, and nastier than the dudes in the underground. And I fought them guys for years. But not one of those dudes is like anything you see in GAW. And I knew that this is where I needed to be. And god damn it, I made it happen. That's what I do, baby. I changed the goddamn game. Then let's talk about the Las Vegas connection. My boys, PBD, Marco, Angelo, my homies that I train with, that I bled with. I didn't need them to win, but I need them to be champ. And if any one of you back there want to take a shot at me, you got LVC to deal with. So I'm just looking at all you bros in the back. A lot of y'all came from the underground too. I saw a lot of you there. But we gotta be clear. I am not the same dude I was back then. I'm standing right here as the Apex motherfucking champion. The best of the goddamn best. And I earned this shit. So I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're from the underground, from GAW, or anywhere else in the world. I don't care. What I care about is being the best. Let me tell you one more time. I am primetime Derrick Cole. I am your Apex champion, and you cannot take me down. Well, like it or not, Derrick Cole is the Apex champion, and it doesn't seem like he is going to relinquish it anytime soon. But folks, we got two big announcements coming at you next week. You heard it earlier, Lazzara, Sophia Sweetness, one-on-one, title on the line. That is happening in the main event next week. And by the way, the Academy Champion, now the Apex Championship, that got a new name. We will reveal the new name for the Evolution Women's title next week during that match as well. And just announced straight from the desk of Jason Parker, a #1 contenders match in the tag team division. The Titans will get another shot after absolutely obliterating ADK as they go up against Pretty Bad Deal. Las Vegas connection all over the place now. And of course, their figurehead, Derrick Cole, the Apex champion. He might be pulling some strings back there as well. We will see that and more coming at you next week. But for now, let's get to the main event. I cannot wait for this show next week, folks. It is going to be absolutely unreal, and we are coming up on our first special event
of the new season. We will have more information for that, for you on that on Storm. So make sure you check out Storm Mumbai this Friday. It's going to be a fantastic show. By the way, folks, while you're doing that, check out the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. Read full recaps of every show as they happen. You never have to miss a minute. And, of course, see the full histories of all of our championships, Storm and Evolution, going back to 2005. Now know them as the Gotti Crime Family, debuted as a team against Island Nation in Cairo. It was a stunning debut for Jon Gotti and Nathan Rotunda. Go back and watch that match if you haven't already. One of the early contenders for match of the year, in my opinion, match of the season, I should say. But Jon Gotti had some words about this matchup. It was signed late. Jon Gotti had something to do with it. Let's hear what he had to say earlier on.
So, you know who we are now. But it occurs to me I have never explained what the business we are here to conduct really is. Well, I'm sure you know I cannot explain it exactly. But I can tell you this. We are a family. One that does not stop growing at myself and Nathan. We came to the greatest promotion on earth to expand, and I don't mean just the financial aspect. This is an intriguing matchup tonight. I have a lot of respect for Chandler Marcy, his dedication to this sport, even at the momentary expense of such a successful career he surely would have had. That is what businesses are truly built on. It is not about talent. Like Nathan Rotunda, it is truly about dedication. You saw what we are capable of as a team in Cairo. A truly beautiful city, by the way. Those are memories I will treasure forever. So I would like you to imagine what we might be capable of as a true family.
Folks, if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord. Link is down in the description. Exclusive news, exclusive polls, all in one place. You can also hang out with the best community in wrestling, so make sure you join. Before we get any farther into this match, Rookie of the Year, Chandler Marcy, hang on a second, Cloverleaf here from Marcy, immediately going at it against Nathan Rotunda. Jon Gotti spoke very highly of Chandler Marcy. And Marcy proving him, I guess he's proving him right here. He's going toe-to-toe against Rotunda with a DDT. Rookie of the Year begins June 29th. We've got less than 2 weeks to wait. We've already met many of the rookies. Let's meet another one. Ryan Skinner, 24-year-old, 6'2", 251 pounds, build from the wasteland. We know almost nothing about Ryan Skinner other than he comes from a wrestling lineage. The Skinner family, one of the most famous on the underground, but don't mention that in front of Ryan. He has had not a great relationship with his family over the years. Ryan Skinner is a powerhouse. We don't know much about how he's going to wrestle, but you look at the size of this guy, he is the real deal. And our scouts say he is a plus strength guy, one of the strongest men that they have seen so far. So look out for Ryan and all of our rookies when Rookie of the Year begins June 29th. Chandler Marcy, whipcord knee strike, mashing Nathan Rotunda. Gotti in the corner of Rotunda, but he's been very subdued. Almost no action from Jon Gotti so far. Chandler Marcy, I mean, he's looking great right now against Rotunda. We have not seen anyone get the better of this man in the times that we've seen him so far, but Chandler Marcy, he's looked good. Busted open from those strikes by Rotunda, who just is relentless right now. And Rotunda taking aim at Marcy's head. Absolutely nasty. This is, I think, what we can expect from Nathan Rotunda. Snapmare, Rotunda! Was he looking for a big boot? I think Chandler Marcy was able to spin out of it. He played that one really close. But Marcy able to survive, and now Marcy, that kick duck. Rotunda! Rotunda's got him! Rotunda's got him! The fracture from Rotunda, but Marcy was able to reach out and grab the ropes. Rotunda going straight for the cover off the fracture. Nathan Rotunda. What a win, what a performance Jon Gotti loves. The heads up thinking of Nathan Rotunda, who choked out Chandler Marcy. Marcy was able to fall into the ropes, but Rotunda finishes him off. The Gotti Crime Family, another statement. You can see Jon Gotti very appreciative of Chandler Marcy. Gotti liking what he sees from the former football All-American. But he's got to love what he sees from Nathan Rotunda as well. Folks, thank you all so much for joining us here on Evolution. Make sure you subscribe. Storm makes its historic India debut for Storm Mumbai this Friday. Keith Lee versus Bandito in the main event, and a special guest you will not want to miss. We will see you then. We appreciate you.